What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's Swyft here. Hall of Fame game just finished up. Amazing game. Like, absolutely amazing finish. I know his last name's King. Let me look that up real quick. But that was an amazing scramble in the end. That looked like Mendoza at the end of the college football season, with Mendoza diving in towards the end. Sucks. I just realized Carson Beck has been like not that lucky with these quarterback runs. Haynes King. Okay, so I was thinking it was Haynes, but I wasn't sure. But Haynes King was looking pretty good. He was with a bunch of people fighting for practice squad, so take it like as lightly as you will. But he was looking pretty good. He can be a really good backup. I don't think he'll win a starting job anywhere. Maybe in the I don't even know what it's called now. XFL maybe, USFL, UFL. I don't remember exactly what it's called because I don't watch it. But he can definitely be a good starter there. Other than that, he's a really good backup from the looks of it today. I think he had two. I have the stats up now. He had 2 touchdowns. Surprisingly, no interceptions out of the entire game. I went into this game and I said, I think there'd be 4 interceptions, or at least 4 turnovers, like combined between the two teams. I was thinking Carson Beck would throw one. As you know, I have a Miami Hurricane shirt on right now. But I was thinking he was going to throw one because I saw him all last year. I was thinking Kenny Pickett was probably going to throw one as well. I didn't know too much about the backups for either one of them. Haynes King was actually really surprising. Never heard him before, but now I know him, and he looked amazing. I think he should honestly be quarterback 2 over Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett went 8 for 11, 62 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 receptions, but he wasn't driving them down the field. Haynes King, while it was a bunch of, into the roster guys fighting for practice squad and everything, and the stats just disappeared on me because I'm filming it right after the game, so they're finalizing everything. So let me try and just pull it up on this instead. Alright. Since I'm getting interrupted here. Where Kenny Pickett wasn't driving down the field, he looks efficient with 8 or 11, but he wasn't driving. Carson Beck, on the other hand, was throwing some great passes. Carson Beck, I think, this is my hot take, he will be the starting quarterback for the for the Cardinals by week 4. I think by week 4, the Cardinals will move on from Jacoby Brissett and start Carson Beck. If he can perform like he did in the first half of today's game, with being able to just sling it down, throw into tight coverage, there was times it was, I think, 3rd and long, and they got an in route, and he threw it straight into a completely covered person, but perfectly straight into his chest at enough speed for him to just curl it and hold on to the ball. There was another deep ball, 4th down, which I didn't understand the play call in there. 4th and 5, you're throwing deep. I don't understand it. But there's that. Landed perfectly. It got punched out by the Carolina defender, though, like after it was already in his chest. But it was pretty accurate throws. For that deep of a pass, we don't even see Mahomes do it all the time. Like, the average catchable pass on a deep pass for a quarterback is about 40%, like, accuracy. And he was throwing some pretty good ones today. But I want to actually shout out Jalen Brooks as well. He was monster, getting deep catches, running after catch, and everything. 3 catches for 99 yards there on 4 targets. Everyone else did pretty good. Reggie Virgil, 5 yards and 66, or 5 catches, 66 yards. And then it goes further down the line. I think Zonovan Knight, he'll probably be running back 2. I think Trey Benson will start, obviously. But Zonovan Knight, he could move up in the roster. He was looking pretty good today. But I think the highlight of the show was Carson Beck in the first half, and then Haynes King on the Panthers in the second half, where the quarterback play was honestly amazing. Like, this is the perfect game you can ask to open up a season. Go pretty much it was literally the last play of the game. Haynes King ran in from a game that was going back and forth. Second quarter when Carson Beck was in, drive down the field, score. Panthers drive down the field, score. Cardinals drive down the field, score. You saw so many scoring. It was just in the second quarter. The scoring was 17-17. Like, that is amazing football you can ask for with the first game for the Hall of Fame game with low-level talent. This season's going to be great. But like I said, the highlights of the game are Carson Beck with phenomenal accuracy, complete, like, being able to control the football, which we saw in Miami last year. It wasn't too great. He had a good amount of interceptions, but he knows how to lead a team. He has had winning success when he was at Georgia. I think he only had 4 losses then. Miami, they had 2 losses, I believe, last year. And then he comes in, loses the game, which he wasn't in the second half for. Just can't really count a Hall of Fame game for your record. But he was in the lead when he was in the game. So Carson Beck knows how to lead a team, which is why I said he'll probably be the starting quarterback by week 4. Haynes King has secured his spot on the roster. That's what I'll say. He had some wheels on him. Like, for me not knowing him, I was so surprised with his 20, 30-yard rush towards the end of the game to put himself in red zone and then set up with that out pass, being able to spike it down, looking for everyone, make sure they're set to not get any penalty to run off the clock. That is the stuff you want to see from a quarterback. Obviously, won't be a starter. You have Bryce Young. You trust Bryce Young. He started developing more last season. So they already see improvements. Bryce Young's their franchise guy. But Haynes King will be able to just step in and succeed anytime Bryce Young goes down or he has a slump like last year. Might need to hit a broad wave. But yeah, you don't have like Andy Dalton. Kenny Pickett's not... I'm not a big Kenny Pickett guy. I haven't been a big Kenny Pickett guy. The year he came into the draft class, he was the first one off the board for quarterbacks. But I didn't think he'd be the best. I knew that draft class would suck with quarterbacks. I was predicting Malik Willis to be the best, and honestly, probably has turned out that way. I'm not even being biased. I'm not a big Malik Willis believer. Anyways, back to this game as I'm just chatting. Panthers, amazing. Cardinals, Mike LaFleur. Yes, Mike LaFleur will be... I honestly just already think he'll be way better than Jonathan Gannon. Jonathan Gannon, day one, I did not believe in. There's just something about him. He just didn't seem like he'd be that great to lead a team. And he didn't. The Cardinals still sucked for a while. I think Mike LaFleur can turn this team around. With the start of Carson Beck, like I said, he should start over Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett's holding out for a starter level contract, but he's not a starter level. He shouldn't be getting paid what he's trying to hold out for. But you have other pieces around you. You have Marvin Harrison Jr. that has been turning around in practice. The first play went viral because he dropped the pass. Jamar Chase dropped the pass plenty of times, and everyone thought he was going to be bad. Look at him now. I mean, no one thought he was going to be bad, but everyone thought he was going to be a bust at first. Michael Wilson had his breakout year last year. He'll be improved. You have an iffy running back room. That's your biggest problem. But yeah, Cardinals look like they're on the up and coming. Hardest division. It kind of sucks. You're playing the Seahawks, the 49ers, the Rams, 6 out of your 17 games. So it's hard to do anything when you're trying to develop your players. But I think out of divisional wins, they will probably get at least 5 to 6. I think they'll go 500 if you just don't count the divisional games. Panthers, on the other hand, looked pretty good. Jimmy Horn Jr. Out of Colorado, he looks like he'll be pretty good. I'm surprised he played today because I thought he was the receiver 3 at the receiver 4, which I don't expect play too much. Jeremiah Love didn't play, but I know he will play next week, which I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see how the Cardinals fit in him into their scheme. AJ Dillon played surprisingly. It's crazy how much he fell off. Trevor Etienne didn't look great. Miles Davis, he did pretty good, but it was pretty much just one big run. Oh, sorry, Trevor Etienne. I keep forgetting that's how you pronounce it. It's so weird because of Travis Etienne saying it so many times like that. So now it's Travis Etienne. It's like I got to get used to it. Felipe Franks actually looked pretty good. Like 2 catches, 8 yards. Doesn't sound that great, but he was coming in clutch for some of those times when you needed this little small dump off to the tight end. He was reliable. He was taking in some like pretty contested catches. Jatavion Sanders didn't play much. He played the first quarter. I believe. I don't think he played the second quarter. I know he at least didn't play the second half. He was all right at tight end. I think he'll be tight end 2. Felipe Franks tight end 3. Maybe Jatavion Sanders 1. I don't remember who they have off the top of my head. I'm not a Panthers fan. I don't know all 53-man rosters off the top of my head. I don't have that level of like autism to know everything like that. But defensively, no turnovers. Let's see who had sacks. Nick Hampton, Jared. People that I don't know their name of. So on the Panthers, Andrew Billings on the Cardinals is the only one. So quiet on defense, like solid tackling and everything. I didn't see too many like missed tackles that are like blatantly bad, like you'll be off the roster tomorrow. I didn't see anything like that. But a solid offensive game from both quarterbacks. So wrap it up. Carson Beck, highlight of the game. Even though he lost, probably was the most promising looking player. He will start by week 4. Point number 2 is Haynes King is a really good backup and really came in clutch towards the end. He has that mentality to be a quarterback in this league. I don't think he has the skill level to, but he has the mentality that you're looking for a leader. So I think Haynes King will be in the locker room for a leader type of mentorship. The running back room in both sides, not too many highlights. Solid guys, but not too many highlights, which we didn't see Jeremiah Love. And receiving-wise, Jimmy Horton Jr. was really good. And on the Cardinals side, Jalen Brooks and Reggie Virgil was good. Defensive side, not much. But that'll wrap it up. I will keep breaking down every single game, or at least try to. There's going to be a lot on Sunday. Next Sunday. Not this Sunday. But I'll try and break down as many games. If anything, I'll just add them all into one video. Do like quick 2 minutes for each game. Point out stars and stuff like that. But if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.